I have seen Insidious The Red Door, and I'm gonna call it a solid new addition to a franchise that I love quite a bit. The first Insidious movie is one of my favorite movies of all time, so no, I am not going to tell you that The Red Door can compare to that, but I do really believe that they found a worthwhile corner of this world and this family story to dig into here. And then on top of that, of course, it's Patrick Wilson's feature directorial debut, and I think he struck a really nice balance between adhering to the style for these movies that James Wan started at the beginning, but also finding just enough opportunity to infuse The Red Door with some personal flair as well. When it comes to the scares in this movie, yes, this franchise is still heavily reliant on the combination of a visual jump scare paired with a very, very loud stinger. But you know what? I think that format works pretty damn well, and I still quite enjoy the jolt I get from those scares in this franchise. The movie also does include some more drawn-out scares as well that I thought were pretty successful, in particular the MRI sequence that's featured quite heavily in the film's marketing material. But in addition to jump scares and those more drawn-out scares, there's another scare tactic that The Red Door uses that I really appreciated because it was so well rooted in character. It's this fear of not knowing and also having so little control. Just in case you need a little refresher as I make this point here, the last we saw Patrick Wilson and Ty Simpkins characters in Insidious Chapter 2, their memories were suppressed so that they couldn't remember the further or their ability to astral project. But of course, you can't wrap up a story that nice and neatly, and then The Red Door ultimately proves it because that's when we see that blockage start to crack and the two of them start to experience all of this all over again without any of the knowledge of what happened in the past, without any of the tools they gained during those experiences. And I mean, that's terrifying for a number of reasons. Obviously terrifying in terms of the fact that they're seeing these wild things and not knowing why. But then on top of that, it sparks a very scary form of self-doubt in both of them as well. I do think the movie could have pushed it a little further, exploring those ideas, and also maybe had a little more nuance as it was digging into the rift that has formed because of those issues between Dalton and his father. But, you know, ultimately what the movie does deliver, I think it gets the job done well enough. One last point I want to make here, because we all well know that Patrick Wilson is a fantastic actor, and the same goes for Ty Simpkins as well, but The Red Door also features someone you might be less familiar with, a name I'm very excited to shout out right now, Sinclair Daniel. She plays Dalton's new friend at college, and this right here is her first major role in a feature film, and she just absolutely leaps off the screen the second you meet her here, just oozing with charisma, which feels quite vital to the film because, you know, understandably so, Dalton has become rather low-key and somber, so the two just make an ideal pairing, and everything Daniel does in her role significantly contributes to upping the energy of the movie overall. Loved her work here. Now, I'm gonna give Insidious, The Red Door, 3.5 Deweys out of 5 on the Dewey Decimovie scale. The movie does have some pacing problems here and there, and, you know, there are some missed opportunities within the story and the relationships that the script is exploring, but I still found it to be another worthwhile journey into the further.